Someone has finally used technology for its intended purpose and brought us the list of the most toxic fan bases online, and a surprising amount, or unsurprising, is anime. Now, I guarantee you, if you pause the video right now, you will not be able to guess which anime fan base ranks on number 1. I guarantee it. Let's take a look at the list. So, of course, we have Rihanna, we got Call of Duty. Neither of those should come as a surprise. How they did the research was they basically scraped Twitter, they pulled about 100 accounts, and then they used 1,000 different tweets to see how many positive and negative words were used per person. So neither of those should come as a surprise with that knowledge in hand. But if we scroll down here, you're going to start to see the beginning of the anime. And One Punch Man is the number 1 of all of the anime series by far. Now, a little interesting. I don't know why that's the case. Maybe there's a lot of infighting. I would have never have guessed that. Death Note, once again, wouldn't have guessed that. That's been done for a long time. But I could see them defending their series, saying it's the best ever, it's the best in the world. And that's where we get One Piece also, all right? Listen, One Piece is a good series, all right? It's a great series. But we all know y'all some toxic motherfuckers, okay? So you guys are out there slandering everything else that can move, without a doubt. You guys are literally right next to the Weekend, okay? But we go down a little bit further here. Dragon Ball Z. So you'll start to see a running thing. All very popular series, okay? And I do see Demon Slayer there. I'm not surprised. All right, I didn't pass up Demon Slayer. I see it, but I feel like that's the obvious one. You know, we could have guessed Demon Slayer was on there. Now, everybody's probably wondering here, where is My Hero Academia? That is the joke of the fan base, the joke of the internet. Toxic losers. Okay, and now I like My Hero Academia. All right, so I gotta represent. But once again, we scroll down a little bit more. What's that right there? Attack on Titan comes in. Attack on Titan. Above, and you scroll down a little bit more, My Hero Academia. So, I mean, it can't even be said. Now, I'm surprised, honestly. I don't know if they didn't make the radar, but I want to see one with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in here, okay? I bet they would rank on the most positive, okay? Because I feel like even in their trolling or even in their making fun of their series, they're being negatively positive, okay? I guarantee I want to see them run this test again with JoJo in there. But Attack on Titan ranks above. Followed by My Hero Academia. Listen, they're on the Minecraft level. You can't even be mad at that. They're not toxic at all. Then we have Neon Genesis Evangelion. I mean, we could have guessed that was toxic. But this one throws me for a loop, okay? Cowboy Bebop. How does that series has been done for so long? The only thing I can think of is that it's just like elitist anime watchers that just tearing everybody else down. I don't know how that managed to stay up on there. Now, I can speak to the next one, though. There's 2 here. Elfen Lied, or I believe it's actually Elfen Lied, is what I've been told. That one, I feel like that falls in the same umbrella as Cowboy Bebop. It's elitist garbage people that are just probably gatekeeping everything, being as toxic as possible. Now, Bleach. Okay, I follow a lot of the Bleach community on Twitter. A lot of the Bleach community. Y'all toxic. Y'all really, really, really toxic. So from what I see, there's a lot of infighting. There's a lot of, I wish, Ichigo was with Orihime. I wish Ichigo was with Rukia. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of people mad now that Bleach is so popular and people like it when they didn't like it the past 10 years. It's all kinds of stuff. So I'm not surprised, but I like seeing it on the list. That means they did good work here, okay? None of these should really come as a surprise. I think the only one that really catches me off guard here, One Punch Man. What is that doing so high up there? That is crazy. So crazy. It's like One Punch Man is way up there. Death Note, One Piece. Okay, I kind of get it. I think Death Note is probably up there with the elitist people. One Piece, we already know. Everybody tries to say One Piece is the best thing to ever touch the planet. Demon Slayer, Fullmetal Alchemist. I feel like they probably have a lot of the same fan base, TBH. But Fullmetal Alchemist, so if we're talking Brotherhood, that is a masterpiece. Okay, so they deserve to be toxic. But look, Dragon Ball Z coming in top. I mean, I'm not surprised. Shonen fighting anime, they're going to be toxic. Attack on Titan, we already know. My Hero comes down pretty low. All right, that is not bad. Now, they do have a list for the most positive communities as well. This shouldn't come as a surprise where there's not a lot of anime series on here. Okay, the negative one, we were ruling. We were kings of the world. We were all over the place. This one, you got to scroll down pretty far. Listen, we're going past One Direction. We're going past Taylor Swift, Katy Perry. Okay, there's cryptocurrencies that are on here higher than an anime series. We go all the way down here. We're repping Naruto, which they weren't even on the negative list, so I feel that immediately makes them better than everybody else. Then Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia. two communities that I feel like people would argue are some of the most toxic, some of the worst, they make an appearance on the most positive. So I think by definition, that means all those other series that did not get to appear, toxic. All right? Toxic. The most toxic. Bleach, Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal Alchemist of all the series. What are you guys doing on Full Metal Alchemist Twitter? That's what I want to know. What's going on over there? So, I mean, there's three anime series here. Not a good appearance for the anime community on there. But, I mean, I'm surprised. I'm surprised there's not more. Even Twilight is coming in on the positive series. So I wonder how many topics they really got into this thing. Because I think they only really grabbed the mainstream stuff. Like it says right here, they went from USA Today, Newsweek, Forbes, and Business Insider. So they had to have been noteworthy series. Not say if it's not on the list, it's not a noteworthy series. But it had to have like actually made those publications. So there's probably a lot more toxic fan bases out there that didn't quite make the list. So I'm interested to see. I would love to see one just generally anime because there's a lot. And I feel like anime is known for being pretty toxic, a lot of infighting, Glad to be here, but it is what it is. So I would want to see one with just that, where it's all green across the board and we really get into the rankings of all of them. But I don't know where they would scrape that data from. Still, very cool list. Very cool. Obviously, the best list is the negative list, so we got to give it up for our winners here. Easily One Punch Man, Death Note, One Piece, Demon Slayer, of all things, coming back into it. And Full Metal Alchemist, I mean, you guys are out there doing the Lord's work, apparently. All right? Just repping up that toxicity on Twitter. We love it. And then Dragon Ball Z, I mean, guys, the series is going to go on forever. I don't know what you guys have to be toxic about. Just enjoy that your series is still going. Well, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, leave a comment. And here's what I want to know. What series do you think deserved to be on the negative list that was not there? That's what I really want to know. And if you have this is even a harder question. If you know of a positive anime community, what should have been on the other list? Because I feel like there's not a lot of those. So I'm interested to know. Leave a comment and, of course, subscribe, guys. It's really cool talking about this stuff, so let me know what you thought. And we'll be back. Of course, check all the links in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.